What is going on, me old gaming darlings? This is Rio Gamer 88 coming to you with another of gaming content, and this one is going to be for all the horror fans out there. Silent Hill F has just come out today. This is a game you do not want to miss. There's been a lot of positive talks about it, so we're coming to you with some great horror and suspense. Now, I do advise that this game is not for the light-hearted, because the amount of gore and sort of murder scenes that get involved in this game is quite it's definitely not for the light-hearted for that in particular. So if you are not interested in any of this, then I suggest you skip this video now. But if you do love Japanese culture and horror at the same time, you are in for a royal treat. So less of the waffling and let's get gaming, me old gaming darlings. You have been warned. Now, without being full biased on the matter, I know that most people would want to play in full set of English, but because of authenticity reasons, I will be keeping the voicing in Japanese. And of course, just only have the text display in English. Kind of make it feel like you're watching an anime in some respects, but I just feel like it's more authentic like this, and especially particularly that you are playing in Japan. So do take the content warning into consideration that there is a lot of gore and violence and a matter of variety of different subjects involved. So if it's not your kind of cup of tea, then please turn away. But without further ado, my old gaming darlings, let's get cracking and enjoy some true horror suspense gaming. So if you actually manage to pre-order this in advance, then of course you do get a sort of a redeemable code, whichever console you've bought this for. But in some of the cases, like the item pack here, that of course you can have it be claimed at Hokora. Again, with the same thing with the uniform as well, this can be changed at any time at Hokora. Just double check through the options. I think we're pretty much all good to go. Always with the controllers. Inverter is obviously turned off on either direction, which is a plus plus in my eyes. All said and done, let's start. So if you are very new to this, be sure that you have the action and puzzles down to story, because having hard is pretty much in more severe difficulty, but in the puzzles, if you put it in lost in a fog, then you really are intensifying the whole puzzling situation. So keep in mind, have it in story for easiness to get to grasp with the games. Ooh, do I go for Navy Sailor School uniform or White Sailor School uniform? Let's go for white on this occasion.
Hinako? お友達のところに遊びに行ったんじゃなかったの? の子と遊ぶ子はおままごとに入れてあげないだって。
じゃあお姉ちゃんと一緒におままごとしよっか。
本
お待たせ。お姉ちゃん。
So just to be clear, guys, I will be keeping quiet when there's story scenes like this, and of course we'll only comment through during the gameplay.
お姉ちゃんって小さい頃からずっとお姉ちゃんだったんだなって。ひなこ、私ね。これお姉ちゃんにあげる。綺麗だわ。ありがとう。
So obviously we see that Hinako has obviously not allowed to socialise with her friends that much, and what looked like to be her older sister that we first approached through. So it's not all just fluff, they really have done some really good work with the whole background to keep it as authentic as they can possibly. I'm overall impressed with this so far. But it'd be even more impressive when we get to the dark side of things without spoiling ahead too much.
Hinako! 親に向かってその言い草は何だ。
お父さんやめてください。
中高あんなにも高校娘なのに、どうして妹の前は何もかも正反対なんだ。どこ行く。話はまだ終わってないぞ、Hinako。
お父さん、ひなこだって分かってくれてますよ。
分かってたらどうしてあの態度になるんだ。これも全部お前がHinakoをずっと甘やかしてきたからだろう。
ひなこ、お父さんはね、あなたのためを思って
友達のとこ行ってくる。
早めに帰ってきてね。
So it looks like we've just encountered what was a family argument situation.
そんなこと。
Obviously, you can sort of tell that Hinako's father tends to favour the older sister and not so much on Hinako herself. I believe her older sister name was Junko. If I've got that wrong, then of course apologies in advance. I don't think there is anything to sort of go about to look for anything extras. But as you can see, the tutorial starts off with like how to move. Obviously, move around with the left analog stick. If you're playing this on the PlayStation 5, beg my pardon, Meow darling. So the left analog stick is to sort of walk around, and of course, if you press down on it as the L3, then of course you'll be able to, whilst you're walking, be able to run about. The R analog stick, or the right analog stick, shall I say, is of course your move about camera. The inverted is actually off, just as a reminder. So when you're pressing up, you are looking up, and then of course when you're looking down, you are looking down. And the same thing with going from moving to the right, you're going to the right, and then to the left, you're going to the left. I think this is a neighbour's house, or what is to be a shed, maybe. There's a lot of beer here. Oh, looks like a note. Serious issues in Ebisagaoka. On April 21st, Showa 20. Now, anybody who's not sure about the Japanese years, Showa 20 is, of course, it is named after specifically the reigns of the Japanese emperors. And Showa was during the emperor of the imperial reign of Showa. Is it Showa? I can't remember the Japanese emperor back then, but I know it's the same I'm referring to during World War II back then. So Showa 20 is, of course, the 20th year of that particular Japanese emperor. So, of course, that reign started 20 years ago, 1925, as you can see, because Showa 20 is now 1945. But anyways, reading through, the onsen geisha that suddenly started spewing water on the 3rd of this month in Iwashimizu, Ebisagaoka of Yamabe district, finally came to a stop early this morning. The geisha reached a height of at least 30 metres, but the ceaseless noise and pungent hydrogen sulfide gas have left residents troubled. So obviously an incident has occurred, but then of course 3 individuals have been hospitalised with complaints of skin sores and other maladies they claim were caused by the gas. In addition, strong concentrations of arsenic have been detected in the geysir's water, 20 milligrams per litre. Many residents have concerns about future environmental issues this might lead to. So, of course, when you want to view the collectibles on the PlayStation controller, it is, of course, the option button, which is the small button that situates next to the triangle button. And, of course, you can search through equipment of weapons, which we haven't got anything assigned to. But collectibles, this is where you can view key items and documents, like the article that we just read about the serious issues in Ebisagaoka. You then have a map, so to be able to view your position of where you are. Then, of course, this being your current location, you don't have a live mapping like in some games where they situate them in the corner of the screen. So you have to absolutely go for the option button. And then, of course, you then have your journal, which, of course, from the start of it, you go through for the characters that you approach, and then, of course, the tutorials, which, of course, as explained through, we just had our first tutorial for the collectibles. So here we go through with our main characters. Shimizu Hinako. Now, there's not a single extraordinary thing about me, except maybe being tall for a girl my age. I used to be in the track and field club, which is probably why I'm better at sports than most girls. I guess I got used to running around a lot when I was a kid, since I preferred playing with boys. I will admit I can be quite stubborn at times. I don't like accepting things that other people decide for me, even if it's the right thing to do. More than once, I've rebelled and made the wrong decision, only to regret it later. So it sounds like the stubbornness paves the sort of picture that Hinako wants to enjoy her freedom and be able to do it at her own free will, regardless of if they're wrong decisions or right decisions. And this is probably why her father is trying to insinuate on making the right decisions from his decisions and not letting Hinako have the right freedom. For some people that are not sure of Japanese culture, or in the name site, we obviously see the first name being said of Hinako, but you're wondering, why does Shimizu come at the first start? So in Japanese culture of names, that the name system is back to front. So of course you will see that Shimizu is actually the family name, whereas Hinako will be the first name. So Shimizu will be the family name, as you can see it as for the mum and dad. But I kind of wonder why her name is different. Oh, it says it in the bottom description there that she got married. So of course her older sister Junko will be her married name being Kinuta. But anyways, let's read through on the family characters. So Shimizu Kimie, my mother. If I had to choose one word to describe her, it would be pitiful. She's the one who bears the brunt of my father's violent moods and malicious abuse. When I was younger, she used to protect me from him, so I didn't hate her back then. But maybe I do hate her now. Even as my father screams in her face, throws bowls at her, and sends her out for alcohol late at night, she remains ever loyal to him. I just will not accept her way of life. In some cases, it kind of feels like Hinako wishes her mum could stand up to the violence and rage from her father. Unfortunately, I suppose you kind of really... It's not like a case of family matters, but maybe that's why I have that lack of understanding on the Japanese way of life, of why the father is more superior. So here we go for Shimizu Kanta. So Kanta being Hanako's father. My father, when I first learned of the term patriarchal husband, and that it meant a man who does nothing but boss his wife around. He was the first person to come to mind. Dad barely talks. He ignores me when I tell him good morning, but if I say nothing, he gets angry instead. And once he's angry, he just explodes. He loses all the control over his emotions in the blink of an eye. He yells at Mum, throws things around, and even hits us. Why can't he act like that in public? Why does everyone else only get to see his quiet, calm side? If it meant that I wouldn't have to spend another second with him in that house, I'd happily let myself be taken away. So obviously, as you can tell, there is a lot of frictions, obviously, between Hinako and Junta. And with that being said, I do not think that we can go up any further because I think that gate is locked. Entry to the mountain prohibited. So that kanji in particular, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much in saying that it's strictly prohibited to enter.
土砂崩れで通れない。昔はここ登ったな。
So it looks like we're going to have to go continuing the pathway further down. Was there something that we could pick up from the bicycle? No, probably not. local doctors note, there may have been sightings of foxes coming into town recently. I'm sure that the older generations who have grown up learning to respect foxes are fine, but I'm concerned for any children who may try to and chase or provoke the creatures. Foxes by nature are not aggressive, but just like wild dogs, they carry diseases such as rabies, tetanus, and echinococcus. I can't even pronounce that one. Echinococcus, to name just a few. The town committee should send out warnings to ensure people don't get unnecessarily close to them. I wonder if there is a particular theme of foxes in this game. But I suppose we wouldn't really know until further on in time. I don't think there's anybody to interact, but just in case if there is anything to pick up clues or anything. There's nothing around here. So of course, if you want to save your game, you have to go to a hot corner, which is these little save spots right here. So of course, you then can either change your costume, from which we had the option to go white or blue. I think I want to change back to blue for the sake of it, so that she can magically go back into the. I don't know how that kind of works out, but it's just a game at the end of the day. So, gone back to the traditional blue, and of course, enter X on the record, and of course, we choose the blank game. We've come to the address of Kuzunodai ni Chome, ni being the Japanese number 2. Head down to the mountain, which is, of course, our main punchline of what we've got to do in the game. I don't think there was anything around here. Apart from... A woman is only complete when she's loved. Featuring the latest fashion for young women so pure, they even make flowers blush. Wonder what kind of magazine that was. I even think the Japanese word for magazine is zashin. Zashin. So lots of foxes. Definitely a lot of foxes. Which I'm wondering what kind of praying spot that is. Oh, if you ever want to know what the Japanese word for fox was, it's kitsune. Kitsune. Giving out Japanese lessons whilst I'm gaming, why not? I don't think we was meant to further go down through the other side. Nor that it really mattered, I don't think. Obviously we can't go that way, so we was on the right path anyways. there's nothing that could be picked up here.
人気がないな。千鶴屋なら誰か来てるかな。
Head to Chizuruya store. So we've got to go further straight down south. So of course, if you wanted to shortcut directly straight to the journal, just press on the up D-pad, and of course it will take you straight up to where you left off in the journal, like as it previously did when we was looking at oh Christ, I've even forgot the family name there for a moment. Shimizu Kanta. Oh, Kanta. Ooh, flipping hell. Ever so sorry, sir, for getting your name wrong. In regards to the information about Ebisagaoka, I live in a small rural town of Ebisagaoka. Before the war, the town was lively due to an influx of people coming for the coal mines and dam constructions going on the northern mountains. After the dam construction finished and the coal mine closed down, it just became a sad little town. The grand iron bridge that connects the town to the nearby city is the only reminder of this sorry town's former glory. Inari-sama. Ebisagaoka is mostly composed of Inari-sama's believers. There are statues of Inari-sama all over town. My elderly neighbours treat them with great respect and worship them. Inari-sama are also referred to as Oinari-sama, is a goddess that puts old, unusable tools to rest. They are known for their offerings preference of abura age tofu pierced through with an old needle. It seems like other towns don't have these customs through, though. I'm guessing they might be something special only we do for Inari-sama here in Ebisagaoka. So we're out to Jade with the journal, so we're going to continue on through the whole town. Doesn't look like anybody's there. Oh! Is that a dead bird? What on earth? It's definitely not a sightseeing with me, old darlings. There's a shortcut there, but I don't want to really miss anything at the same time. Remember that shortcut, me old darlings, that there was a fine gap over there. see, it looks like we're just going a little bit backwards there. We're going back around the other way. Looks like we're going to have to take that shortcut. I don't think there's anything on the board. Notice board? No, there isn't. So of course, when you see fine gaps like this, just hit the X button. When you see the white polka dot indicator,
あんなひどい死に方あるわけないもの。私なら絶対に嫌。そんな家。噂をすればなんとやらだよ。
interesting to know. I wonder what that conversation was regarding about. But yeah, so of course, and you just move across the side as directionally appropriately. Feels a little bit weird that we still haven't physically come across to anyone else apart from Hinoko's family. It is Hinako?
裏切り者
Eh?
サクコ、
どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。
車が道を塞いでてさ。
千鶴や？
今は誰かと喋りたくて。
私も後から行くね。
うん。じゃあね。
裏切り者。
Wow. Did her friend actually refer to her that? Or is Hinako sort of hearing that in imagination? So of course the young girl that we just spoke to was Igarashi Sakuko, one of my friends. She's always got her head up in the clouds and is a little strange. She's constantly trying to worm her way out of paying me back for the 500 yen I lent her that one time. Her father is the head priest of the Senensugi shrine in town. She seems to take great pride in donning the traditional Miko robes and selling charms during the New Year celebrations. 500 yen is probably be about... It's not a lot in today's money, I can assure you. That's probably about... oh, Christ. It's probably be about just over three quid, or £3, or in American money, it's probably about $4 and a half. Wow. But it's probably a lot back then. So have we still got to go further down? I believe so. We've got to go all the way around to be able to meet, what was her name? Sakuko. But there's nothing really to collect here apart from the truck that... or the pickup truck that got in the way. There's nothing to pick up there. So what are you thinking of this game, everyone? If you're enjoying this so far, then of course please leave a like and comment down further below on your thoughts and what you think of the gameplay so far. And I'm more than happy to get back to you on your feedback. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe so that you can enjoy further content, because there will definitely be more future content related to Silent Hill F. But this all seems to be barred off for construction reasons. It's probably not the right time to sort of ask that question, my dear. So we've got to go left down here. Oh, okay. Shu. Wow. Who is Shu? Iwai Shu. Shu's been my best friend since forever. He's my partner. We've been having play dates for as long as I can remember. When we played make-believe Space Wars, we'd call each other partner, and for some reason it just kind of stuck. Kids of the Showa era tend to look down on the other sex, but never Shu. When I rebelled against my parents because they told me to act like a girl, he was the one who understood my feelings the most and stood by me. Oh, sounds like a potential crush. Let's go talk to him anyways. What's he holding there?
よ、相棒。
シュ。
あのさ。
うん。なんか言ってよ。
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
お前らしいや。受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
I genuinely thought that was a cigarette pack. But it sounds like he's giving her a gift.
シュウ君お待たせ。
ひなこもいたんだ。リンコ。何の話をしてたの？いや、大した話は。
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
Sounds like a friendly meeting.
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。会えると分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ、貸したままでいいよ。リンコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。
んだとこんちくしょう。笑いすぎだよ。サクコだってひなこから何か借りてるんじゃないの？私なんかあったかな。ねえひなこ、じゃあ私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね。サクコ利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？言ってないよ。証文あんなら出してみろ。いいこと聞いた。
Oh,
これからは
there's
サ
a
ク
bit
コ
of a
に
fog background there.
であっても証文書かせるから。そんな意地悪言わない。
Why is that getting all thicker there? She's probably seeing something that the others are not.
ひなこ、
あ、ごめん。何？
裏切りも。
Wait, so it's not just her. Wait, what? What on earth? It's like something just sort of grew and leashed onto her. Sorry about that, everyone. Text message. Obviously, we've got to keep on running away from all the fixed stuff or what looks like some sort of monstrous plant that's trying to latch onto us. Flipping out. Looks like we've got to run for our lives. find it really much of a walkabout choice from the sound of it. I'll try to, whoa! Let's go! Obviously, this being quite a touch-sensitive spot. Can't really... Ooh! Now we're getting losing position on this. Whoa! What was trying to grab hold of that? So that's all closed off. We can't go through there. So we are left with no option. Oh, no. Wow. I think we just made the wrong move on that one. And, well, would you look at that? We just died. Bear with me, old darlings. Anyways, let's continue off of where we've gone through. So we can't go that way. We have to make some obvious turns. No, we've just walked into a dead end. There's also another dead end. Oh, flipping out. It didn't make this any easy, did they? One day we will get out of this. There was something about that pathway within the well. Well, there's a ladder right there. Was that our older sister Junko? Oh, flipping out. Get up, you can do it. But I honestly thought we were going to get stuck and that it was just a case of waiting for someone to open the door. Obviously isn't the case. But unfortunately, we can't go back to where we was being chased by that fog monster, as the game's put it. So what was that from, Shu? Hey partner, these painkillers should work best for you. They will not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your nasty headaches is from you unconsciously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? If you ever need to talk to or anything, just call my name and I'll be there. Ah, Shu, you little dog, you. Red capsules. Painkillers in capsules. Relieves pain and raises spirits. Slightly restores health and current max sanity. There's sanity involved in this? So obviously to be able to use the item, you hit the L1 button, and then of course you've got the options here where you've got triangle, square, circle, and X. Obviously the painkillers of course are in the triangle, so hit the R button whilst holding L1, and that should restore some health. But I'm not gonna completely gun it for full health just yet, just in case something more severe comes along and we need to retain some of these painkillers back. We can't go through that way because that's all blocked off as per the mapping, I suppose. Yeah, they've just entered the X mark, so we've got to go through the other way. Looks like she hasn't been here before. So of course we obviously got introduced to Rinko, Nishita Rinko, one of my friends. She's really put together, but can be a little inflexible in how she does things sometimes. Once she set her mind to something, that's it. And recently, that something seems to be clothes, fashion, and other womanly pursuits. Rinko once confessed to me that she had a crush on Shu. I told her that I was all for it, but if she can't get used to the idea of rolling around in the dirt and catching insects for fun, she might have a tough time. Oh, bless her. There's that sisterly advice right there. But to be fair, I've not known any woman to like bugs and rolling around in dirt. Particularly my wife. She can't stand bugs one bit at all. And it looks like we've got a bit of a journal update in regards to Hinako. And it pretty much extended page on there says, unlike my sister Junko, she always has the golden child. Who was always the golden child, begging pardon. I've been a handful ever since I was little. My parents told me that I never listened to a single word they said. I'd make my mum cry and my dad furious. But Junko was always there for me. She understood me. She looked out for me. That's why I love my sister and have always done what she's asked of me. Or, at least, I've tried. She would smooth things out between me and my parents, which made life in the house a little more bearable. That is, until she got married, of course. So it sounds like she's kind of... her sister was the peacekeeper in the family, so to speak, good old Junko. But until she got married and, of course, has got her own family life, seems like Hinako has had a bit of a change in relationship with the family, and it's been a little bit unstable, I suppose. I kind of feel a little bit unsure where we've got to go from here. And by the way, this ain't pre-played or anything. This is completely fresh new that of having to get passed through. But it sounds like we've got to make our way back over here, regardless of how difficult it is. And obviously we couldn't get over the river because that was bridged over to open exposed pipe ways. Looks like it's trying to get us to go through the ladder. But there's no other alternative apart from... Oh, what's this? Red capsules. Ah, more painkillers. Who on earth, in reality, who on earth would leave capsules lying about? It's alright, mate, I'm just leaving you a bit of a red capsule just for your health. And for your sanity too. Not that that actually happens in life, me old darlings, but you never know. Someone may be generous to leave a red pellet behind. And we was prompted to go over that wall. We can't go back, so bear in mind if you want to look there, but I don't think there was anything important in that small alleyway here. There's nothing to go through here, nor there. And we must continue onwards. Looks like she's going into more thicker fog. Sounds like a bit of another chaseway, me old darlings.
Shu? Rinko?
Does make me wonder, where did they actually all run off to? What was that? That wasn't normal. What was that bucket there? Whoa! What was that? No way. It's like some blooded mannequin. Oh my god. Good lord. Running away from her. I ain't getting that close. That was horrible. Was that? She was completely naked. The dirty whore. She's still up there. Oh, no, 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 no. You get right back there. No, that's a trap. Jesus. And there's another red capsule. That's nice, but another little shrine up there. Has she gone back up there? It's one. That was a mistake. No, 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 no. If we've got no weapons, no, 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 no. Yeah, I'm not dancing that idea. Absolutely not. How on earth did Silent Hill get away with flipping hell? It's not as if they openly showed certain things, but God, even that had me a little bit spooked there, me old darlings. Why is my controller doing that? Was we meant to go through this way? If memory serves me well, with Silent Hill, if you had that sort of radio signals being picked up, then of course you knew that there was an enemy close by. Don't think you could even go through this way. But the detail in all of this. Okay, I know it's in the bad fog situation, but this is incredible. They seriously took the times on this. Even more red capsules. Local doctors know. There are cases where patients see an improvement in their symptoms, not by taking medicine, but rather by simply talking to a doctor. The cause of this phenomenon lies undeniably in the trust fostered between practitioner and patient. Conclusively, the pharmacists who have been trusted since ancient times perhaps could be said to contain a similar power to that of the local gods here. Even among the younger generations of this town, there are many who believe praying to Oinari-san will soothe pain and speed up the healing process. One's fortitude of faith is thought to have direct relation to potency. There are even some town elders who claim to have had broken bones miraculously mended after praying to Oine-san. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just even little things like that can make a good amends, but I don't think it could help get rid of the dodgy plant that was going through. What the? I hear movement, but I'm seeing nothing. Am I losing the plot in this? Yeah, now I'm back on full health. It's got to be in the upper area. Surely. Was there any journal about what we just came across? Oh no. Oh no. What am I seeing in that distance right there? No, 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 no. You stay right back. Go put some clothes on for God's sake. What's wrong with you people? Or fat, even. It's even seen us. Oh, sweet Jesus Christ. Is it gone back yet? Quickly look on the map. See, it looks like we've got to go all the way further down south here. At this point. I think that's my theory. To then go all the way back up here. Or somehow to get to there. But obviously we're not in a position to be able to confront these. Run, 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 run. Whoa! Just go the other way for God's sake. What's up with you? That's it. Come around. No, 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 no. Come through here. Come through here. You know you want to chase me. But, oh my God. What did they do to her? I sure as hell hope that thing can't climb. Oh my God. No, 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 no. It bloody well can. Go on then. Come back through. That's it. And just keep on moving. I'm avoiding that. Oh, good Lord. What's in that? Red capsules. Oh, that's nice. She's coming because I heard her jump. Just keep on walking. Just keep on walking. Oh my days. I feel like I want to explore that little bit in the corner, but I'm worried that it's going to trigger. Sweet! Oh, freaking hell! Just went back round. It's back further than the other end. Nah, that's not worth it. Sorry, but it's not. Because of the fact that we don't have a weapon, that is not worth the chase. But, it's an open building. I'd say we go through there. have been very generous with the red capsules, I must admit. Bandage. Bandage is coated with ointment used to stop bleeding. Application is taught in all local schools. Greatly restores health. Now this will be handy to hold on through. If there's any boss fights that we have to go through, by all means, I'm stocking on them and not use them unless it's a dire, straight emergency situation. Anything in this one? No, it's barely nothing. Obviously, we're going back out the way that we came through. No, no, we're not. Because that was the main entrance here. Christ. Jesus Christ on a motorbike. Looks like we can't go through here without a key. I wonder if the key's upstairs. Any TV on? No, I don't think with a screen like that we're going to be able to watch Sky Sports or watch the latest WWE wrestling. Definitely not, me old darlings. Or even a decent sumo wrestling match. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Is there anything up here? No, apart from an opening slide door. You can't open that one. And we're left with this one then. I was expecting something to jump out at this point, but luckily not. A yokan. A jelly-like dessert filled with red bean paste. A bite-sized delight. Greatly restores health, but can only be used as an offering. Oh. Well, what kind of offering? Offering certain items at a Hakora will allow you to receive faith. Oh. I wonder if this helps extend our health or something. Like one of them RPG games that where you praise goddesses or gods. And you give them certain items, and if you give them like a really good one, then of course you get a lot of appealing points to help with like your health or magical points or whichever malarkey. Anyways, what's in that drawer? Nothing. There's blood. Heavy blood. Ooh. Is that... No. Please tell me. Well, there's a key, but it looks like it's just been completely clean cut off someone's head. Oh. Oh. That's rather grim. That's definitely no wooden mask, that's for sure. That's definitely come off of someone's face. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit queasy here. Oh, good lord. Well, we've got the key, that's for sure. But, with the... Oh, my. What on earth happened to the body? That's another question. I dare to ask, but it went from one area to another. What the hell? No. No, 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 no. The key doesn't fit. Well, where was we supposed to... Flipping hell! Oh, freaking Christ! I think we were supposed to cheat the way out through here. Well, I can't see anything else to pick up. And I can't see... Another, oh, back door key. A sturdy-looking barrel key. Judging from its size and blades, it should be used to open the back door. I wonder if it's the back door. Oh no, I'm not up for another round of that thing chasing me. No, 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 no. That thing can't even get through the fence. Is it worth tempting? There's one way to find out. Oh, move that thing out of the way. That thing can't even see me. What was that we just picked up, though? Can't change Omamori during combat. But I'm not combat, I'm on a ladder. Red capsules, bandage, and Yoken. Now we've got to get out of here. Ooh. Good lord. Even when a claustrophobic situation like that is not worth an asking. Oh, good lord. I'm interested in the documents. I think that... Where was it? The Amamori. I think we should take this one. When using a restorative item, you will not be interrupted by normal attacks. Oh, nice! I'm definitely having that. Nobody wants to get stabbed whilst trying to get reviving. Yeah, I did assign that. That's brilliant. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So where do we go from here? We have to climb all the way down. Return to Chizuruya General Store while avoiding the monsters. Oh, we still have to avoid them.
ここはまずい。シュウたち無事だといいけど。
Well, I too hope that they're all alright. Anyways, me old darlings, we're going to have to call it an end here. So what we'll do is that there will be another recording of this later tonight, but it won't be set for until tomorrow. I hope you did like this video, so if you did, leave a like, and of course, drop a comment down here below on your thoughts of the progress, and of course, if you're new to RioGamer88, then of course subscribe. Your support is most appreciated. Until next time, me old darlings, take care of yourselves and each other. Ta-da!